Let's be real. The construction industry is getting pulled in three different directions at once. It has to be cheaper, it has to be greener, and it has to be better quality, all at the same time. Today, we're not just going to talk about that problem, we're going to profile the solution. We're going to break down the career of a professional who is literally writing the new blueprint for leadership in this super demanding field.
You know, every major construction project these days feels like a balancing act on a razor's edge. On one side, you've got the absolutely relentless pressure of the budget. On the other, the urgent, can't ignore it anymore need to slash our carbon footprint. And holding it all up is that non-negotiable demand for quality. So how on earth do you master all three? Well, that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it?
Okay, so let's meet the expert who has actually built his entire career at this exact intersection, Olayemi Usman. See, he's not just a cost manager in the traditional sense. He's a new breed of professional, one who operates where finance, green strategy, and digital tools all collide. And let me tell you, this is the skill set the industry is crying out for right now. And his mission is crystal clear, right here in his own words. It's not about choosing between profit or the planet. The whole insight here is that his expertise is built to deliver both financial and sustainability goals at the same time. This isn't about making a compromise, it's about creating a synergy. So how does he do it? I mean, how does he actually pull this off? Well, it's not magic. His entire approach rests on three distinct but really deeply interconnected pillars of expertise. I want you to think of this as the essential toolkit for anyone who wants to lead in construction today. First things first, the foundation, the absolute bedrock of his expertise is a total mastery of the money. This is the traditional, absolutely non-negotiable role of a quantity surveyor, understanding, planning, and controlling every single dollar, every single pound from start to finish. And listen, this goes way beyond just number crunching on a spreadsheet. We are talking about the full spectrum of financial control, from the very initial budgeting and procurement, which is basically the strategy of how you buy materials and services, all the way to really complex contract negotiations, and something called value engineering, which is the art of cutting costs while keeping or even improving quality. Okay, now let's move on to the second pillar, and you'll see how this all starts to build. This is where that modern approach really begins to shine. It's all about weaving sustainability not as an afterthought, not as a box-ticking exercise, but as a core part of every single financial decision. And just look at the skills here. He's not just vaguely assessing carbon. No, he's performing life cycle carbon assessments. That means looking at the total environmental impact of a material from cradle to grave to make smarter financial choices right up front. He's not just talking about net zero. He's actually managing the grant programs that make it financially possible. This is where sustainability stops being a cost and starts becoming profitable. The third pillar is the catalyst. It's the secret sauce that makes the other two pillars even possible at scale. This is the technology, the software, the data, the platforms that gives you the accuracy and the foresight you need to balance cost and carbon on these massive, unbelievably complex projects. And you can see the power of these modern tools right here. We're talking about skills like 5D BIM. Okay, so that's building information modeling, but with the added dimensions of time and, crucially, cost. This basically lets him create a digital twin of a project, simulating everything to predict and control expenses with incredible precision, long before a single shovel ever hits the ground. It's like having a crystal ball for your budget. So a great toolkit is one thing, but what about the results, right? What's the actual measurable impact of combining these three pillars? This is where the theory hits the road and becomes reality. First up, accuracy. On massive, complicated construction projects, he has achieved cost accuracy within plus or minus 10%. Now, for anyone who's ever been near a large-scale project, you know that level of certainty is the absolute holy grail. It protects a project from those devastating, headline-grabbing budget blowouts. Next up, direct savings. Through really sharp procurement strategies and tough negotiation, he has delivered cost savings of up to 7% against what was initially estimated, and that is money that goes directly back to the client's bottom line, pure and simple. And finally, strategic value. This isn't just about saving a few bucks here and there, it's about seeing the bigger picture. He has identified over £5 million worth of potential cost risks and opportunities. That means he's flagging potential problems before they ever happen and finding smart ways to invest that deliver way better long-term value. But, his impact doesn't just stop when a project is handed over. This unique combination of skills has also positioned him as a true thought leader, someone who is actively out there shaping the future of the entire industry. And you can really see the story unfold on this timeline. It starts back in 2021 with ambassador roles, really focusing on bringing more diverse talent into the industry. By 2023, he's a featured speaker at major industry events. And it all culminates in him winning the prestigious UK Construction Week Role Model Award. I mean, that is a story of growing influence recognized by everyone in the field. So it's clear, he's recognized not just for his incredible technical skills, but for his commitment to building a better industry, one that's more sustainable, more diverse, and one that actively supports the next generation of talent coming up. So, what does this all boil down to? What are we really looking at here? Well, it's a new definition for the modern cost manager. It's a hybrid professional, someone who just seamlessly integrates financial skill, green principles, and digital fluency to solve construction's biggest, thorniest challenges. And that leaves us with one final and I think crucial question. Is this combination, this mastery of cost, integration of sustainability, and fluency in digital innovation, is this the new, non-negotiable blueprint for a construction leader? When you look at a profile like this, the evidence is pretty darn compelling.